The Daily Wire. It's where I find out about the news.
You know, news like TikTok challenges have gotten out of hand.
And what the hell? Doja Cat showing her nipples at the Grammys?
This human is called Doja Cat, which I don't understand because she's not a cat.
I don't even know what fentanyl is, but I do know they-thems on TikTok believe that eating flaming hot Cheetos is cultural appropriation.
And I'm mad about it.
I am something of a connoisseur of TikTok videos.
I know that all over this country, little boys are trying to play Little League, but instead they have to be ballerinas.
Oh, no.
And all the textbooks are full of pornography.
This is the hypnotism pornography.
And you have to wear furry costumes to the school dance. And the bathrooms are litter boxes.
You have kids that are going to school and they're saying, I'm a cat. And the teachers have to affirm them as a cat.
Yes.
First of all, it's not the fucking news. The Daily Wire claims to be a news outlet, but really it's just a YouTube clickbait grift where they stoke the fires of the culture war.
Twix wants to trans your kids.
It is an attempt to get people upset. Also, these fuckers can get paid. That's all it is.
The good news is Jeremy's wants to help you wash off the woke with 15% off all of your essentials along with Jeremy's skincare products.
They're not trying to inform you. They're trying to make you spend money on VPNs and invest in gold so that they can get rich.
They spend all day trying to find the wackiest people on TikTok they can come up with. Talk about making you hate your neighbor. Everyone's afraid and disgusted with each other. Look at how these people act. Look at how the other team acts.
Look, the world sucks, all right? Nobody makes any money. I'm so full of microplastics, I'm basically a homie. I don't need some guy telling me the biggest problem in my life because my fellow American identifies as a dog turd or whatever. You find these people online that are clearly insane. You play their stuff, and then you get people thinking like, wow, things are getting a little weird on TikTok, and that's when they get you. Then they're like, hey, I got some other ideas for you.
Singapore is able to have nice things in part because they execute drug dealers by hanging, and they arrest even petty vandals and thieves and beat them with a cane until they bleed. We don't have nice things because we aren't willing to do what is required to maintain them. I don't have any interest in spreading democracy here. So what I want democracy, I don't even want it here.
The two most entertaining personalities they have on the Daily Wire for our money are Matt Walsh and Michael Knowles.
Michael Knowles is a man with receding lips. Michael Knowles lost his lips in
the war on Christmas.
These guys want you to think that they're cool. And that's where I draw the line. Pretty progressive. Michael Knowles is proving that men can be female comedians too.
He's like a little debutante. Michael Knowles definitely had to eat lunch with the teacher.
Yeah, yeah, he chose to.
I'm a hip-hop mogul. I'm Wonder Mike, and I've come to say hello.
Young Sheldon ass. These people pretend like they hate the libs, that they want them to go away, but they know they can't exist without these people. This is the outrage cycle personified. If they didn't have Lil Nas X grinding up on the devil, they wouldn't be able to sell you an anti-woke cell phone. They need each other. Lil Nas X gets exposure, they get their clicks.
One of their superpowers is taking a regular product and making it anti-woke. Are your razors too gay? Get these razors. They're not gay at all. Shave your face, not your masculinity.
Use promo code. They're transing our kids.
Drink anti-woke water. Really stick it to somebody.
Seems like wokeism's everywhere, right? It's in the air we breathe. It's even in the water we drink. Until now. That's why there's a new hydration brand out there with a mission to save America from the brave new woke world, one sip at a time.
Woke trans tears, everybody. They'll make you straight.
Yeah.
Charging $40 for a case so you can really stick it to Joe Brandon. really show him that you're not going to take it anymore.
Try Bullet Wound Coffee Shards. Bullet Wound Coffee Shards. Drink it if you're not gay. It comes in a gun. It costs 8 times more than regular coffee, and it is regular coffee.
They also have anti-trans chocolate.
But our friends over at Hershey's, they don't even know what a woman is. They've hired a biological male to be the spokesperson for their Women's Day campaign. And they're calling that campaign, and I swear I'm not making this up, Her-She. Her-She. It's humiliating. And it's the reason that I'm launching Jeremy's Chocolate.
I'm pretty sure that they started this chocolate company to make fun of Hershey's. So it's like he, him chocolates and she, her chocolates. It says that on the wrappers, but now they're just making pronoun chocolates.
Oh, yeah.
She, her, and he, him.
Which you could buy for your like fucking DSA meeting or whatever and hand those out.
Yeah, I don't really understand this tactic they have where they take all the stuff they allegedly hate about the left and then they just do it. Like Matt Walsh has a segment called Canceled.
Well, I'm very excited about this daily cancellation. I finally get a chance to cancel Anne Hathaway.
He's like, it's time to cancel gay mayonnaise. It's time to cancel Target. We did it with Bud Light, and now we can get Target because they have tuck underpants or something.
Bathing suits meant for tucking. Women's bathing suits meant for men so that they could tuck the features that are male so they could look more like women.
Oh, no.
I want to see that cock. Show it to me. Don't tuck it in.
These are the problems facing America. It's not the fentanyl overdoses. It's not the fact that nobody has any health insurance or gets paid a living wage.
It is genuinely so funny how mad Matt Walsh is all the time. He's like, oh, of course. He's like a non-binary otherkin who says the Dewey Decimal System is racist. And he's like, oh.
And if I lost you, I still have me, I can't lose. When you say that you're
It's so obvious who Matt Walsh is. When he was young, nobody invited him to their birthday party. And that made him very sad. But he didn't want to deal with how sad that made him feel. He didn't want to, like, become more personable. So instead what he did is he decided he was better and smarter than everybody. And he could follow the rules like nobody else. And everybody else was below him. And now he gets in his studio and he looks in the camera, explains to you how you're actually all the buttholes. And we're not buying it. Your butthole's right there on your face. It's your lips. You have butthole lips.
He really does.
When you're reckless and frivolous with sex and you remove it from the bonds of marriage.
I just don't really want to be taking sex advice from somebody who once a month has to lay down with mother in order to procreate because the gospel said so.
The thing that bugs me the most about these guys is like how their grift is so transparent. They try to make you think they're cool. Now, they're not funny or charismatic. In fact, they're the exact opposite of that. They're very off-putting. So what do? They say something very mundane and dull and dumb, and then they throw in a clip from Anchorman or SpongeBob. And then suddenly, I'm supposed to be tricked into thinking that you said something funny? Fuck you.
You should never open up to a woman because if you do, the woman will store that moment away in her brain and throw it back in your face at some point in the future. I mean, if only more people could hear how important it is to gay people that they be allowed to expose their genitals to strangers. That's definitely news to me. Because Gen Z very clearly is not proofreading anything.
Michael Knowles will go on a podcast called The Whatever Podcast, which is a bunch of women whose tits are out, and then people can watch it and be like, "Oh, the reason I'm watching this is because this young lady needs to be schooled in the ways of Christianity, and this whole country's going down the drain." There's this age-old conservative media technique where you show sexy ladies and then you say, "This is what we don't like. We hate this. We're going to show it to you just so you know what not to do and what not to jack off to."
You're not allowed to watch porn, right? Because it's sinful. And so they will get like OnlyFans models on and talk to them about how what they're doing is bad so that you get self-satisfaction of being against what they're doing, but you get to look at their titties a little bit at the same time.
It's Tucker Carlson with the exploding milk porn.
Based on the style of Japanese internet pornography, which translates roughly into English as exploding milk porn.
I'm upset about this. I don't like it.
They'll talk about porn and all kinds of different genres of porn, twink porn.
Sissy hypno.
A latex suit on which there is an image of a woman.
That is convincing young men to become gay or interested in trans women or something. But then what gets me every time is they will smash cut to an ad for a VPN.
ExpressVPN reroutes your internet connection through their secure servers so your internet provider can't see or log what you do online.
You can watch whatever you want without people finding out. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand a grown man who's a fucking YouTuber telling people they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and work harder at their job.
40 hours of my week. People that complain about a 40-hour-a-week job, they blow my mind. Do you know how lucky you are? I know he said, I don't want to be told that I should be grateful. Well, you should be grateful, you brat.
Yeah, I love how they're always shaming young people for being upset by how many hours they have to work and how little pay they're getting for all of that work, when these guys spend all of their time YouTubing. This is not difficult. I guess in summation, I just want to say that Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, and Matt Walsh are not cool. And anything and everything they do is lame and will always be lame. And it doesn't matter what their opinions are on anything, they are dorks. God has decreed it. It is in the Bible. It's common sense.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yes.
And the fact is, you have no lips.
And you have a butthole mouth.
And you have a butthole mouth.
I'm sick of these goddamn sexy trans women on my goddamn cans. I cut up my dick when I have sex with the cans.
Because he keeps trying to have sex with the can. Can't put that in.
Why?